Cardi B, you messed with the wrong woman. This video is brought to you by TatumReport.com. TatumReport.com. Get the link in the description section. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live. I make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit the join button so you can join the Tatum squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not stop laughing at Candace Owens smashing Cardi B. I mean, to me, this is the difference between a logical adult like Candace Owens, someone who's young, beautiful, smart, courageous, all of these attributes that remind me of strong, powerful black women in history. And then the lame ones that can do nothing but keep their legs in the air and don't have no common sense, no brains, no nothing. They probably got a good heart, but they all messed up. Somebody that grew up in the hood and never matured as an adult psychologically. That's Cardi B. Candace Owens is married. Candace Owens is married to a good man. Candace Owens is building her community, building her career. Candace Owens is what I would consider an American dream citizen type person, right? She's living the American dream, if I can say it any better. Cardi B is living American nightmare. You can make all the money you want. You can have a WAP all you want. You can WAP everywhere you go. But your man cheating on you with the WAP. But you sitting here talking about Candace Owens and talking about Donald Trump and all of this different stuff. That's the two women. You got the Candaces of the world, you got the Cardi B's of the world. But Candace just tore her a new one on social media in a very classy way. But I want to show you what was said because I want you to see all the tea. So we need to go to TatumReport.com. We're going to scroll over there and I'm going to show you what Candace said in a dialogue back and forth, and then I'll give my commentary. So let's roll. Now we on the Tatum Report. Let's go down to the article. I already clicked on it earlier, so you guys get a chance to click on it. I'm trying to train you how to think. You got to go on the Tatum Report to get all your news. So Cardi B video right here. Boom. Shout out to Daily Wire. This is a Daily Wire article that was written about Candace Owens just spanking the socks off Cardi B. So this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to watch this video. I mean, I already watched this video, but I'm not going to play it because she cursing a lot in the video. But you can just see. Let me give you a comparison. This is what fake women look like. Look at these nails, and she can't even show her face. This is what real women look like. She could just be hopping out of anywhere. She show her face, got her hair in the butt. She ain't trying to look all pretty, and even though Candace is beautiful no matter what she dressed in, she ain't got to show off and look all silly. She's a grown woman. This is grown woman stuff. This is little kid stuff right here. So in the video, she goes on to talk about Candace Owens, and she sound like a little immature kid crying and nagging because Candace Owens is always getting on her case. And she goes to bring up the fact that it makes sense for Joe Biden to call her and have communication with her about politics because she's so popular. She got the #1 song and whatever. Candace Owens already debunked that. You can watch her video talking about that. But that doesn't mean that you're an adequate person to give educated opinions about politics. Given the fact that in this video right here, she's talking about how much taxes she's paid. She paid millions of dollars in taxes. Now think about this for a minute. You don't like President Trump, you like Joe Biden. Joe Biden and their whole philosophy on the Democratic side is for them to go after the rich folks, for rich people to pay their fair share. They want to have rich people paying taxes at like 70%. And Donald Trump has made some of the biggest tax cuts for business and corporations in United States history. Which side do you really want to be on? But Cardi B got to fall down the trap of lunacy. And Candace Owens goes on her video on her Instagram. You can follow her on her Instagram. I know most of y'all already follow her. But you can go to Instagram and hear what she had to say. The video is about 8 minutes. Cardi's video is 8 minutes. 8 minutes of foolery, 8 minutes of common sense and real black woman energy. And I want y'all to kind of see where it starts. I'm going to try to read it right off of this page. But you can kind of see where it starts. Cardi B is going on saying something about her sister getting harassed by Trump supporters. In the video up here, she admits that her sister's crazy and her sister's going off and acting a fool or whatever the case may be with this person, but claiming victimhood. But let's go to the tweet. Let's go to the Twitter world because she started at Candace Owens. Said, "You want to know why Joe got to talk to me, Candace?" I think she spelled Candace wrong. Because I have the #1 song, yet my sister can't go to the beach in the Hamptons without Trump supporters harassing because they were by themselves and Santa Claus was harassing my sister girlfriend, and because they are Afro-Hispanic gay couple. which is probably not true. What she said in the video up here is she was trying to say that they were speaking Spanish and that the dudes confronted them about speaking Spanish, whatever the case may be. It's so little I could barely see it. But it says, since most black people don't have the spine to admit that Ben Shapiro, which is where this all started, because Candace was on Ben Shapiro's show. They did a sit down. I think they were sitting down to talk about her book, but then Candace and then Cardi B came up. But she said that black people don't want to be honest about the fact that Ben Shapiro was 100% correct about Cardi B and how her music and platform contributes to the, I think that word is degradation. Disintegration, I can barely see it. Disintegration of black culture and values. Here you go. 100% true. Cardi B's #1 song is WAP. Wet blank P. And you know what I'm saying? If you grown, you know what I'm talking about. And her whole song that's representing the ideas of black culture and black women all across the country is referring to genitalia. I don't understand how that you're popular and you're thinking that you're a role model and you're presenting women in a fashion that's unbecoming. And then you wonder why you got the WAP, but your husband cheating on you. It's because you don't embody what women are supposed to be. And I'm saying being great. Women are supposed to be great women. Women are supposed to be someone that you can look up to, someone that you aspire to be with, not somebody that's just throwing it back every now and again, and then you going and you getting it from somebody else. Because women, believe it or not, and this is not an attack on women, believe it or not, as fine as you are, there's another woman out there finer than you. It's just the way it is. Same thing with men. You can be handsome like me. There's another dude out here that look better than me. And you can have a WAP all you want. There's somebody out there that got more WAP than you do. It's just the way it is. I mean, it just keep going and going and going. And if you got the WAP or the WAP, when you get to like 70 years old and you hitting menopause and we ain't WAPing no more, then them young girls still WAPing. And if the man, you think you got it going on, and you get to a point where the boys ain't coming to play no more. There's some young boys that still playing. I'm just trying to throw that out there so y'all don't get lulled to sleep on bull crap. And then, so Candace Owens responds to the Twitter and says, to clarify, Joe Biden got to talk to you because you have the #1 song and Santa Claus was harassing your sister, huh? Kay? Thanks for clarifying that one. And so Candace goes back and forth, and I think Cardi B hit her up again and says, you're right. I have the #1 song and have a huge platform, and I can make millions go vote to get the man that use you and don't want to argue with you, Candace. I really don't have the time. I think it says, I honestly just feel sorry for you. Now, Cardi B tried to say that Candace Owens didn't speak at the Republican convention as if the president is the one that picked all the speakers for the Republican convention. She don't need to speak at the Republican convention because there was like 15 other black people speaking at the Republican convention. Candace Owens is speaking at the White House. She's at the White House with the president. She don't need to speak at the Republican convention. And Cardi B ain't understanding mathematics and understanding what real influence is. Candace Owens hit her back saying, you are encouraging millions to go vote for the man that locked up an entire generation of black men. Maybe go Google Joe Biden 1994 crime bill. Boom. Then it said Joe Biden used you. Bernie Sanders used you. Neither one of them like or know your music. They think you're dumb. Trump 2020. Dang, she went harder than I thought. So Candace hit her back. You know, how you going to respond to that? They don't listen to your music. Joe Biden ain't listening to WAP. They kids ain't listening to dumb, degrading black music. They're not doing that. They don't have their kids listening to that. And if they are, they're not embodying those things. They're not embodying these things. So then Candace hit her back. Lastly, ask racist Joe Biden to lower the taxes in the same breath that you ask for free universal health care is about as thick as it get. When you stick to music, you can get left alone. When you dabble in politics, you would get called out for platforming ignorance. 100%. Cardi B comes back. You are encouraging millions to vote for a man who laughed every time a black man gets killed by the police, tell millions of Americans to drink bleach. Trump didn't even have you talk at the Republican convention. He thinks that you're dumb. Massa did you dirty, but you mad at me. Well, let's talk about this for a minute. I want to just speak to some of the stuff that she's saying. Trump laughed every time a black man gets shot. Where did you find that at? Somebody explain to me where Donald Trump is in the thing laughing at a black man who got shot. I can show you and tell you where Donald Trump has had the victims of these police incidents come to the White House. He has called these people when nobody else called them. He's already reached out to Ahmaud Arbery's family. He reached out to, I think, George Floyd's family, and he had them come to the White House. Even a couple of these other fools that deserve to get shot, he had them come to the White House. What are you talking about? Then she told the world to drink bleach. How ignorant are you to perpetuate a even bigger lie? You talking about Candace lying? You lying. He ain't tell nobody to drink no bleach. He didn't tell nobody to drink bleach. And you can't find a single video. I'll give you $20K if you can show me somewhere where Trump is telling people to drink bleach. Now, if you want to talk about hydroxy, you know what that is. I don't want them to ban me out here. You want to talk about chloroquine, then we can have that conversation. And many doctors agree that it's proficient. The president of the United States takes it. It's proficient. And then you had some dummy that reads the back of a label. She was really trying to kill her husband. I know for a fact that's what happened. Let me say this, my personal opinion. I don't know if that's what happened. But I put two and two together, and that's what it is. You look at the back of a label, and you see a whole bunch of chemicals on here that say you cannot ingest it. It's a koi pot cleaner. And then you go and say, oh, President Trump told me to do this. No, he didn't. These are not even the same ingredients. You're going to skip over all these ingredients and see one right here and think you're going to take it and live. And the funny thing is, she took it and live and her husband didn't. You know why? Y'all know why. And then she crushed it and put it in a drink so it can match the taste. And you telling me she did that on accident because President Trump, you got to be smoking crack cocaine. And then him talking about other forms of treatment that medical people have mentioned about stuff going through the bloodstream. Had nothing to do with bleach. I could keep going. And Candace don't need to speak at the Republican convention. I know it sounds like I'm one-sided, but god dang, Cardi B sounds like a nut. And this is one Candace Owens, and I think I may read just one or two more. And y'all can go look at it on Twitter because it's fire. Candace Owens produced the clip of Trump laughing, just like I said, laughing at black men getting killed. You lying fraud. I turned down filming a spot at the RNC convention. Yes, she did. I remember she told me about that. She turned down that because she had another thing to go to. You encourage millions of young girls to spread their blanks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You admit to dating certain type of men who do stuff against women's will. So don't even start on the bleach lie. 100%. And I'm going to let y'all can go ahead and watch this thing because it keep going on and on and on. But Candace is 100% correct. You have a woman who is talking about promiscuity time in and time out, all of her music. If you just listen to Cardi B music, it's disgusting. You can't play that at the White House. You can't play that at a formal dinner. You can't play that anywhere but in your car with your windows rolled up. You can't even roll up somewhere with that music blasting. You're gonna sound like a nut, man. I mean, name me somebody that's responsible. I'm not talking about gang banging drug dealers in and out of prison. I'm talking about a responsible adult that rolls up to an event or anywhere, a job interview, anywhere, doing anything Cardi B does or says. Nobody. You have to be a get-rich-quick rapper, or a drug dealer for you to even do any of this stuff they doing. Because you will never get anywhere in life doing any of the principles that they live by. But they're telling people to bust it open and flip it over. And then they wonder why so many kids are born out of wedlock. You are encouraging those behaviors. You are glorifying those behaviors. And then your husband ain't even faithful to you. As you encourage those behaviors, you're tricking people into thinking that everybody can be rich like Cardi B because people are so dumb to even listen to her music and brainwash themselves. So I'm just saying Candace Owens ripped her a new one. Cardi B is a shame of a woman, in my personal opinion. I think she got a good heart. She's just ignorant. And she's shameful in her behaviors. But this is the conundrum that I speak about often, is that this is the black community. This is the rest of the real world. And I'm just being honest. I grew up in the hood. I went to Paul Laurence Dunbar High School, right in the middle of the hood in Fort Worth, Texas. I know, and I grew up around black people my whole life. This is the black community. And not every black person is in the black community, mind you. This is the black community, though. This is the rest of the world. In the black community, if you're a rapper, you're a drug dealer, get rich quick, you're an athlete, you up here. You are up here in the black community. And so you don't have to have a good character as long as you're right in here. Because you could be an athlete with bad character, but you'll stay right here at the top of the food chain. Ask me how I know. Who's my role model going up? Tupac Shakur. Who's my role model going up? LaDainian Thomas and all these athletes. I didn't have no business people as my role models. But in the real world, you're an athlete. You're here in this realm, and everything else is way up here. You're still here as an athlete. Because then you grow up, you get up and you say business owners and hedge fund managers and CEOs of major corporations, hedge fund managers. You have a hedge fund. Like, you can keep going up and up on the success ladder. And beyond being an athlete, and I know this because I went to college and then I went in the real world. Being an athlete, you have the certain level of character. But when you go here and you own your own business, you have to have a certain level of character that's higher than this because you're responsible for other people. Then you go up and be a hedge fund manager. You have to be able to manage billions of dollars depending on, what kind of hedge fund manager you are, how legit you are. You got to manage billions of dollars. This is cutthroat. You mess up, you fired, you done. You don't get second chances. Your integrity and character have to go up and up and up as you go up the success ladder if you want to be successful for durations of time, generational wealth. All of those things. You got to be successful. Now, if you want to be like Mr. Epstein, your success is good, and then you go to prison for the rest of your life, and then you have to jump off a building or hang from a thing or something because it's not sustainable. I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest. But anyway, Candace Owens destroyed her. I wanted to show y'all that. It is the funniest thing in the world. Go read it. Go to thetatumreport.com. You can click on the link just like I did. Go to Candace Owens' Instagram, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can see the video. You can see her tweets. It is hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, we need more Candace Owens in this world. The world will be a better place. Anyway, comment in the comment section. Let me know, is B Tatum tripping or am I on to something? Like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to TatumReport.com. Donate to TatumReport.com in case they want to kick your boy off all these social media platforms. We all have somewhere to go, and we don't miss a beat. I love you guys. You know what it is. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.